guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first kind of real back to normal content video. Forgive me if my angle is super weird. I have not figured out where I'm gonna record in this house, so I don't have a background set up. As you can see, it's just my living room and my potentially haunted paintings behind me. Nothing fancy, so I have no lighting. I haven't figured out what to do yet, so bear with me. So today there's actually going to be some old footage that I'm going to show you from February when I first came back to Oregon, before we moved, and I came back for a family emergency. My sister and I actually went to my hometown, I guess, where I went to high school and middle school. The playground in this town is super creepy, and when I first moved there were a ton of stories about how people felt like someone was watching them, or that they were being surrounded by like ghost children. They could hear laughing and screaming, like playful screaming. They felt like they were being surrounded by kids, and then the swings would swing on their own. And this was something that started happening well before I even moved there with my family. And so the stories go back for like decades, and of course it could just be like this local town urban myth or urban legend, but it's just kind of odd. My sister actually did experience something strange there too. She for a while lived in this town that I grew up in, and she worked at the restaurant that was just down the hill from the playground, and her apartment was up the hill past the playground. So to get home, she would go from, it was all up on this hill, there was the restaurant, the playground, the apartments, and so she had a weird experience where she felt like she was being attacked, or surrounded at least, and felt panicked enough that like she had to run home and lock the door, and that was the only thing that made it stop, was getting behind a closed door. Obviously, I'm leaving out a ton of detail because I feel like once you've been told a story, you can twist it a little bit to your own like desire, I guess, to like tell a creepier story. So I don't want to misspeak. And so her and I had gone back at least once before, not necessarily to like ghost hunt, but just to like look at it. My friends and I tried constantly when I was in high school to try to have some form of a paranormal experience, and I never did, and it always felt creepy, but I think that there was that preconception of like something creepy is supposed to happen here. So I thought an opportune time would be, you know, coming on a decade of being out of school and going back as an adult with maybe a little bit more of an open mind, and having had my own experiences as an adult mixed with my experiences as a kid, maybe trying to see like if there was a middle ground where I wouldn't be skeptical but also wouldn't be super terrified. So my sister and I went back to this town, to the playground. I'll show you footage from that. It's more of a seance where we used a spirit box on the playground grounds. The thing that was unfortunate is that when we went there, they had actually decided to stop allowing the public into the playground, and I'm sure it's for safety reasons, but we couldn't get past the locked gate. So most of what you'll see is us standing at a fence, and it's not super exciting what you're seeing, but hopefully what you're hearing is kind of interesting. There were a few things that were really strange to me. My last name was said. They knew my first and last name. Names that were familiar to me were said. People that I know have passed, that name was said a couple of times, and it was very strange. And you'll hear me in one part of the video, I react and I say, like, I almost thought that it said so-and-so, but maybe that's just what I want to hear. But then when you play it back, like, you really do hear that. So it's kind of interesting in that respect. I'm still a little bit skeptical about all of this stuff. Granted, I have some pretty solid experiences, but the spirit box thing to me is still a little bit weird. Like, I don't get how totally it functions. I mean, I've read the supposed science behind it, but it's hard to like hear things that you weren't expecting through it. So I think it pushes me into that like skepticism side. So you'll hear some of that. You'll hear my sister asking questions. There's two voices in there. It's me and her. She's harder to hear because I'm holding the camera, and then at one point she's holding the camera and I'm harder to hear, so I apologize for that. The audio is kind of crap because I don't have a microphone that I can hook up to this camera. Actually, this camera won't allow you to hook up a microphone is the bigger problem. I have a microphone. The other thing with it is that I took some pictures while we were there. You'll hear in the spirit box session, whatever it is communicating with us talks about a red tree. And this playground is surrounded by ponderosa pines, which have this red bark hue. And it's very strange because there were several of them around us, but there was one that was like really red. And it ended up being, once we finished the spirit box session, and it was like freezing cold, numb hands. So we ended up stopping just because we were cold. And once we got back in the car, we realized that in the top of the tree that was most red, I guess you would say, there was a crow at the very top of it. So that was kind of interesting that they were saying come to the red tree, and then there was a crow at the top of that tree. So I'm still working on new content. Obviously, me being in a new house, somewhat new town. We've not lived in this town before, but it's close to other towns that we've lived in. I don't totally know what to do or where, so still figuring that out. I do really want to go back to this playground at some point and be able to get down to the swings, which is where most people have these paranormal experiences. The other thing, probably the last thing that you'll see, are these images where it looks like there's some sort of an anomaly on the photograph. At first I thought it was just like a smear or like a snowflake or something. It just was weird, like I just played it off as nothing, but then it comes up in two pictures that are a few seconds apart, where a snowflake, it wouldn't be in the same area. And then you'll see there's pictures that were taken right before and right after it where there's no smear on the camera. And I at no point cleaned the camera off. So very odd, but I'll put those things at the end of the video. And if you have any questions, or if you hear anything that I didn't catch and I didn't caption in the video, let me know in the comments down below. And otherwise, be on the lookout for more videos soon.
It always throws me off because it's already talking right away. So I'm like, should I be listening?
You get clear, like, maybe. I know. Cut through.
She said yes, once you get closer. No way, no way. No hope. Are there any creepy ghost children that want to communicate? Creepy. You're not creepy.
You remember me? Hi.
There's someone what? How long have you been here? How long have you been here? You keep saying cold. Is it because it's cold out here? It's really cold? Yes. Are you cold? No. No, I am, yes. Did you grow up here?
Did you go to school here?
Can you come use this to talk to us? Who am I? Did you say my name?
Yes.
Kirsten is my name. I used to go to school here.
What's your name? Nick? Yeah?
There's something else? Hector? What's difficult? Is this difficult to use? No?
How many of you are there?
12? Do you see there's 12 of you?
Did you grow up in Gilchrist? Is there anything that you'd like us to know?
What you know? What do you know? You're sad? What are you sad about?
Terrifying? What's terrifying? Mary Ellen? Is Mary Ellen here?
Remember, you have to use this device. We can't hear you otherwise. Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, is that you?
What's your last name? What's your last name? What about your grandpa?
Out?
Out. Do you want us to leave?
No.
Please don't. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Okay, we won't leave.
What do you need to say? Can you try to do something to show us that you're here? Can you try to move this gate or shake it? It's hard.
You can touch me if you want. I'm giving you permission to touch me if you want to.
There's something here. What's here?
Just me?
It's just you? Yeah. What's your name? Is this Mary Ellen? It's Mary Ellen. How old were you when you died? A little girl. You got hurt?
I almost heard that word.
Probably. It's not a bad word. It said it's not a bad word.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any friends here with you, Mary Ellen? What did it say?
I thought it said Travis died.
Mary Ellen, are there any other kids here with you? Always? Do you guys torment people that come onto the playground? Come through the fence?
They want us to come through the fence?
We can't because it's locked. Can you come to us? We can't come through. You come to us.
I can put my arm over the fence. The tree?
What tree? We can't get to that tree. It's pretty.
Right here.
Is there someone else here besides Mary Ellen? Someone else is using another voice.
Something's wrong?
What's wrong?
I hear two people. One is Mary Ellen. Who's the other person?
Travis.
Travis? Are you here?
That fucker.
I thought he said Patricia.
I heard that fucker.
Don't say that.
Okay, I won't say that, sorry.
I want candy.
You want candy? Are you moving the gate over there?
We would like to come see you, but we can't. The gate is locked. But maybe you can come to us. Can you come to us?
No, we can't. Why can't you come through the gate?
There's a lot of voices right now, I think.
Can we talk one at a time? No. It's hard for us to understand you if you're all trying to talk at the same time. Let's take turns. Do you know what my name is?
This is how you spell.
Yeah. My name is Kirsten. What's your name? Kirsten is my name, yeah. Hi. I went to school here. You like me? I spent a lot of time on this playground. Were you there all the time? David? Can you try to take turns? Because there's a lot of different voices coming through. No. I miss you? Who is this? What's your name? I feel like it said Rick, but I like. Did you say, yes, my name is Kirsten. Did you say that your name was Rick? David. Can we talk to just Mary Ellen again? It's Mary Ellen again? It's weird, I just got really warm.
Did you? not natural since it's not warm out here.
No. Are you touching my face? Maybe. It's chilly.
Yes, it is. I walked through this playground a long time ago.
We know that about you.
You remember? You can see me? Can I see you?
Shut up.
That wasn't exactly nice. Can you...
Who told me to shut up? Well, I remember you guys. You let me know you were here a long time ago, and I've never forgotten you. So if you have something you'd like to tell us, please tell us.
For all of us.
Can somebody speak for all of you? Try to find somebody to speak for all of you, so we can understand.
Can you tell me what your name is? There's a lot more of a little kid voice on. I know. Can you come to us since we can't get to the playground?
You can come pull on my coat if you want. Just
You're
tug on my coat.
speechless? Please set me free. Are you trapped here? We are here. I know you're here. Are you trapped here? Yes. Sounds like there's a lot of you talking. How many of you are there? I heard 12 again. Are there 12 of you? Well, we're getting really cold. Is there anything else you want us to know before we go? Go under the red tree? We can't. We can't get over there. Just go.
If this gate would open, I could get in there.
What's the significance of the tree? Hi.
Hi. Hello. Who are you?
Pam. Hector. So we've got Pam, Hector, Travis, Mary Ellen. Who else? Dakota.
Hope. Is that?
So we have to go. Is there anything else you want to say? Do you need help? So we're going to go now. Is there anything else you want to say before we stop?
Try to go one at a time. It's like they got panicked.
Like they were leaving. I almost thought I keep hearing the name Dylan, maybe.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna go. If there's anything else that you want to say it quick. You're cold. Thank you for communicating with us.